In the realm of finance, not all debt is created equal. Just as in a game of chess, each piece has its own unique abilities and strategic value. The key to winning the game is knowing how to use each piece to your advantage. In the finance game, debt is one of those pieces, but not all debt is created equal. There are two main types of debt: good debt and bad debt. Picture good debt as your queen in chess, the most powerful piece on the board. This is the kind of debt that, when used wisely, can help generate wealth over time. This might be a student loan that enables you to gain higher education, increase your earning potential, and pay off the loan comfortably over time. Or it could be a mortgage that allows you to buy a property, an asset that appreciates in value over the years. On the other hand, bad debt is like a pawn, the least powerful piece on the board. It represents liabilities that depreciate over time and drain your resources. This could be credit card debt incurred from buying things that lose value over time, like a new pair of shoes or the latest smartphone. This type of debt can quickly become a burden if not managed properly, as the interest accumulates and becomes harder to pay off. But remember, just as in chess, even a pawn can become a queen. It's all about strategy. That credit card debt could become good debt if used to invest in something that generates income or increases in value over time. It's all about understanding the nature of your financial pieces and making strategic moves. So, as we delve deeper into the nature of debt, always keep in mind that good debt is like your queen. A powerful piece that can change the game's outcome when used strategically. It's not about avoiding debt altogether, but rather about knowing how to use it to your advantage. And that's the first step in mastering the Grandmaster's financial play. The key to winning in finance, like chess, lies in strategic moves. Picture this: you're playing the game and you're holding a queen, a powerful piece on the chessboard. In our financial game, this queen represents good debt. Yes, you heard it right. Debt can be good, but only when leveraged strategically. So how do you make such a move? It's all about investing in assets that have the potential to appreciate over time. Consider education, for instance. By taking on student loans to fund higher education, you're essentially betting on your future earning potential. You're investing in yourself, banking on the knowledge and skills you acquire to bring greater returns in the future. Now let's move to a different part of the board: real estate. This is another classic example of good debt. By taking out a mortgage to buy a property, you're leveraging debt to own an asset that can increase in value over time. Not only that, but you can also generate income from this asset by renting it out or selling it at a higher price in the future. But remember, every move on the chessboard comes with a risk. Similarly, leveraging good debt also carries a certain level of risk. Market changes, interest rate fluctuations, or a decrease in property value. These are all factors that could affect your return on investment. That's why it's crucial to make these moves with a calculated strategy, understanding the risks involved and preparing for potential setbacks. In the grand scheme of things, leveraging good debt is akin to making a powerful move on the chessboard. It's about using debt as a tool to create wealth, not as a burden to weigh you down. It's about making calculated risks, aiming for a position of strength in your financial game. The game of financial chess may be intricate, but by mastering the strategic use of good debt, you can navigate the board with confidence and precision. Leveraging good debt is a calculated move, aiming for a position of strength on the financial board. Let's delve into a real-life example of leveraging good debt. Meet Alex. Our friend Alex is not a grandmaster at the chessboard, but he certainly knows how to play the game of financial chess. His weapon of choice? Real estate. Alex spots a property valued at $100,000. It's not a palace, but it's a sound investment, a pawn ready to be maneuvered strategically. He puts down a 20% down payment, investing $20,000 of his own money and financing the rest with a mortgage. Now the magic of leveraging comes into play. Instead of leaving the property vacant, Alex decides to rent it out. Through rental income, he generates an 8% annual return. That's $8,000. But remember, this return is not just on Alex's initial $20,000 investment, it's on the entire property value. This is the beauty of using good debt. It allows Alex to control a $100,000 asset with just $20,000. But what about the mortgage? Alex secures it at a 4% interest rate. The annual interest payment comes out to be just $3,200 on the $80,000 loan. Let's add in principal repayment, and the total annual mortgage cost might be around $5,000. Now let's do some quick math. Subtract the mortgage expense from the rental income. $8,000 in rental income minus $5,000 in mortgage expense leaves Alex with a net profit of $3,000 annually. This might not seem like a grand sum, but let's look at it from another angle. Alex's initial investment was $20,000. Generating an annual net profit of $3,000 from this investment equates to a whopping 15% return on his investment. That's a night leap ahead of many traditional investments, and it's all thanks to the power of leveraging good debt. Remember, this is no reckless gamble, it's a calculated strategy, a well-thought-out move on the financial chessboard. Alex didn't just cover his debt, he used it to significantly amplify his initial investment return. Of course, Alex's journey wasn't without its challenges. He had to find a worthy property, secure a mortgage, find tenants, and manage the property. But with each challenge, he gained experience, honed his strategy, and advanced his pieces on the financial chessboard. Alex's story is a testament to the power of strategic leverage in the game of financial chess. He turned a daunting foe, debt, into a powerful ally, a pawn that he masterfully maneuvered to checkmate his financial goals. And remember, Alex is not a grandmaster. He's just like you and me. And if he can do it, so can we. No strategy is without risks, but a grandmaster knows how to defend. Just as in the game of chess, financial strategies come with their own set of hazards. But fear not. With the right defensive moves, you can navigate these challenges and turn them into opportunities. The first potential risk when leveraging good debt is market changes. Just like a sudden check from an opponent's piece, market dynamics can shift unexpectedly. This could impact the value of your investment. In our chess analogy, you'd consider this as your opponent's move, but how does our friend Alex deal with this? He diversifies. By spreading his investments across various assets, he minimizes the risk of any single investment failing. It's like having your pieces spread out on the board, ready to respond to any move. Next, we have interest rate fluctuations. Just as a well-placed pawn can disrupt your game plan, changes in interest rates can affect your debt servicing costs. So how does Alex counter this? He locks in a fixed-rate mortgage. This ensures his debt repayment stays the same, regardless of changes in interest rates. It's akin to fortifying your king's position on the chessboard, providing a stable base for your other pieces to maneuver. Finally, there are unexpected expenses. These can be likened to a surprise checkmate you didn't see coming. Whether it's a sudden repair cost for a property or an unforeseen personal expense, it can throw a wrench in your financial strategy. To counter this, Alex maintains an emergency fund. This fund acts as a shield, absorbing these sudden costs without impacting his overall strategy. It's like having a backup plan when your opponent corners your king. In conclusion, managing risks is about making defensive plays. These moves won't always give you an immediate advantage, but they provide a safety net, allowing you to play boldly and strategically. Remember, defensive plays are as crucial as offensive ones in our game of financial chess. Now it's your turn to make a play. The first step towards financial mastery starts with a deep dive into your financial health. Are you currently saddled with bad debt? Perhaps high-interest credit card debt or loans that aren't serving your wealth creation goals? It's time to address these, perhaps by consolidating or refinancing, and begin to strategize your next move. Next, immerse yourself in learning about investment opportunities. The world of finance is a vast ocean, teeming with an array of investment options, from real estate and stocks to bonds and mutual funds. Each of these comes with its unique benefits and risks. Take the time to research, understand, and decide which opportunities align with your financial goals and risk appetite. But remember, knowledge alone doesn't win the game. It's the application of that knowledge through well-planned and calculated moves that breeds success. Start with a clear financial goal. Are you aiming for an early retirement, seeking to build a college fund for your children, or perhaps dreaming of a vacation home in the sun? Whatever your goal, break it down into manageable steps and align your investments accordingly. And while you're at it, don't forget to build your defenses. Just as in chess, the game of finance isn't all about aggressive moves. Defensive strategies are equally important. This means having a diversified portfolio to spread the risk, an insurance policy to cover unexpected calamities, and an emergency fund for those unforeseen expenses. Lastly, keep in mind that patience is key. Wealth creation is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's about making consistent strategic moves over time, always staying focused on your endgame. And remember, every Grandmaster was once a beginner. With knowledge, strategy, and caution, the path to financial prosperity is yours to claim. The game of financial chess is complex but not impossible to master. Just as the Grandmaster analyzes each piece, each move, and each counter-move, so too must we understand the intricacies of debt, investments, and risk management. The board may seem daunting, but remember, every Grandmaster was once a novice. Stepping beyond the board, we realize that the game of finance is not confined to a checkered square. It is the game of life, of dreaming big and achieving bigger. It is about turning the concept of debt on its head and using it as a ladder to reach the pinnacles of prosperity. And so, we find ourselves standing at the threshold of financial freedom, a realm where money is a tool, not a taskmaster. A realm where we dictate the rules of the game. With knowledge, strategy, and caution, financial freedom is within your grasp. And that's how you master the game of financial chess. Each move you make, each strategy you employ, brings you closer to the checkmate of financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, share it with friends who might benefit from it. Like this video if it has given you a new perspective on managing your finances. If you want to continue learning and strategizing, subscribe to our channel for more financial strategy content. Remember, the game of financial chess is always evolving. Stay informed, stay strategic, and keep playing. In the game of life, you are your own Grandmaster. See you in the next video.